Hello, so this is the second part to the Getting Started video. In this video we're going to learn how to read something called tablature. For the first 6 to 12 months, that's how I prefer to write all the material down. So let's get started. So looking at the piece that should be on your screen, we've got a load of lines and numbers. So what the lines mean, all the horizontal lines represent strings, and all the numbers represent frets. So looking at the page, I've written on thick and thin. That's to show that the top horizontal line is the thinnest string on the guitar, and then the bottom line is the thickest string on the guitar. So it can be a little bit confusing because it does seem like it's written upside down. And yes, all the numbers represent frets. If there's a 0, it's no fret. So yeah, that's all you need to know how to read. It's pretty much that simple, but we want to get it to a point where it's just like reading a book. It's just, you just whiz through it. When we're going to pluck the notes, we're going to pluck them all in a downward motion with a plectrum. So unlike the previous piece, we did that with our fingers. This one we're doing with a plectrum. Generally, you want to rest the plectrum on your finger like that. So it's resting on your finger like that, and your thumb comes down on it to clamp it down. There's a lot of variance in it. There's no hard and fast rule with how to hold a plectrum. That's how I tend to do it. You might find there's a better way that works, but generally we're plucking down for this one. When we're coming down on the frets, how we're going to hold the guitar is that our thumb is going to be somewhere in the middle of the back of the neck, and then when we come down to press on a string, we want the finger to come down on it like a right angle, as much as we can like a right angle. So that's how we're going to hold the guitar and play the notes, but let's have a look at it. So the first note, I'm going to have an arrow pointing down on it. That's third from the thickest string down. So how I suggest is we're just going to count the strings every single time. It might seem boring, but it gets rid of any room for error. So 1, 2, 3 down, and it's a 0, so it's open. We're going to pluck down. Okay. The next note is a 0, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4 strings down on the page, so it's that one. The next one's 5 strings down from the thickest string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pluck down. The next number is 4 strings down from the thickest string. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's an open. The next one's 5 strings down from the thickest string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pluck it down. Right, so here's our first actual number. It's a 2, and it's located on the 4th from the thickest string. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold that string down at the 2nd fret with any finger for now, and then we're going to just hold the string down enough that it makes contact with the fret wire. Don't have to press it down so it's actually getting the string to touch the wood underneath. It's just that fret wire, just behind. Okay, pluck it. Okay, that's it. That's all I want you to do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play it, and then after that I'm going to explain something else that's like a little bit of a bonus if you can get that. So this is what it sounds like. Second line. Okay, great. So be a bonus if you could get this, but we're not going to just play every single note with just one finger. we're going to have to use all 4 fingers. So there's something called rule of position, and we're just going to play in the first position. So the rule of position for us is going to be when we see a first fret, we're going to use our first finger. When we see our second fret, we're going to use our second finger. When we see a third fret, we're going to use our third finger. And when we see a fourth fret, we're going to use our fourth finger. And that's the first rule of position. So we're going to just do that. So if I'll play it again, and you'll see that every time I've got a 2, I'm using my second finger. And every time I've got a 3, I'm going to use my third finger. There's no first and fourth frets in this one, so it's just using our second and our third fingers. So one more time. 2, and then another 2. 2, 2, 0, 3, 3, 2, 2. Okay, so that's going to take you a while, but yeah, everybody's got a bit of time at the minute. So what I'll do is once you've got that down, at the end of the video I'll put a couple more pieces just so you can have a go at. Same principle written in the same way. So yeah, just have a go at that. Yeah, and if you've got any questions, just feel free to ask. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to put all the necessary information in just one 10-minute video, 7-minute video, whatever it will be. So just let me know. Yeah, and I hope that helps. Okay, all right then. All right, bye bye.